Alright, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning into our channel. Today I'm going to try something new. I got the idea because I was watching the X Games and something in there rubbed me the wrong way. I felt like Micky Papa got robbed by Luan. So I'm going to break that down, and I'm thinking about calling this new segment either Skate Conspiracies or Skatespiracies, because I know YouTube's kind of cracking down on conspiracy videos now. So maybe Skatespiracies or something like that. I'll work it out. Right now I'm going to score their runs my way. I know it's not the exact way the X Games probably scores. I think they deduct points from this or that. But I'm going to score it like, say it's Street League, how good that Smith is on that rail or how good this is or that. And I'll probably deduct points if they bail. And I'll reward points if the run's flawless. Like things like that. Or if it's clean or if it's sloppy. I'll probably deduct like 5 points since that's like in the middle, since I'm scoring from 1 to 10. So if you bail, it's -5. And if you do a flawless line, should you get points? Probably, right? So I'll probably give like a +5 for flawless points. And that's the basic way I'm going to score. I'm going to give them points for each of them, add them up, and towards the end I'll add and deduct. Okay, well I'm going to start with Micky Papa's. Let's do this. Alright, Micky Papa's first trick is front feeble across that rail. I've seen other people skate it, and front feebles, it's pretty basic, so I'm going to give the front feeble like a 4. And then he does nollie crook down the rail. It's a good trick down that rail, so let's give that a 4. And then the pivot of fakie, that's like, I don't know, it's a quarter pipe trick, basic 2. Switch 270 board, that was dope, so, but it's not the craziest trick on there, so let's give it like a 6.5. Kick from board on the bump to bar, that's good, but that's like the most basic flip in trick, so let's give him like a 4.5 on that. No, 4. Let's just give him 4. Oh, like nollie 180 back nose grind. That's insane. Down the big rail. So let's give that a clean 8. And then Smith up that bump to bar rail, which is a kink, so let's give that a 4 as well. The kickback Smith, I would have given that like a 7.5. But that was after the buzzer, so I don't think he should get rewarded those points. But from what Danny Way and Gary Rogers and them were saying, they're saying it was in motion, so I'll keep that 7.5 down here just so at the end, like, hey, if we did count it, he'd actually have this. But I'm not going to count it because it was after the buzzer. If I add those up, so I gave him a 32.5 from tricks. He did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tricks. No bails, so since he didn't bail, he should get rewarded. It was like a flawless line, so let's give him what, a +5, like right in the middle, 1 to 10. So it's like as if you got an extra trick just because you didn't bail. So let's give him a +5. 37.5. Alright guys, we're going to move on to Luan's. So Micky Papa got a 37.5 for my scoring system. Alright, Luan's line. Alright, Luan's first trick is the kickflip, which is kickflip like a pyramid thing. It's something different. No one else really skated that. That's different, but still a kickflip. So I don't know, let's give him like a 4.5 for the kickflip. Across that bump to bar, he does Smith, which is probably the most basic trick besides 50 board slide. Gave front feeble a 4, so let's give that like let's give that just a 3, I guess. Blunt to fakie, most basic one, turnaround tricks, let's give that like a 1. Oh no, I don't even score the 50/50s. 360, switch 360 on the hip. That's pretty basic too. Like, how many people could switch 360 on a hip? You know what I mean? So let's just give that like, I don't know, let's give it a 2.5. I don't want to just give it a 2. That seems really low. 2.5. And then he does fakie frontside flip. Fakie frontside flip is better than switch 360, I would say. So let's just give that a 3. Kick from disaster. Kick from D, that's sick. Let's say a 4.5. That's a flip trick, so let's just give it a clean 5. Oh yeah, you guys could always like later on tell me like if you agreed with my choices in my scoring or not. Switch frontside flip to stairs. But the right away was kind of sketchy. It was clean and sketchy though. And it was jumping off stairs, but I don't know. He had to like get off his board and he slid into the wall, so let's give that a, let's go with like a 6.5 on the switch frontside flip. It would have been higher, but it wasn't perfect, and he had to get off his board. He's walking. He ran into the wall, so that's the only reason I kind of deducted that one. Switch heel up that gap. No one really skated that. It's pop. It's a flip trick switch heel. Let's give that a 6.5 as well. It's not the craziest thing, but it's cool. Fake it blind, and then he falls. See, like for the, he had a bail in his line, so I don't know. I feel like that should be a deduct from there, but I'm not really sure how much I should deduct from that. But I gave Micky Papa like what a 5 for a perfect line. Since he did mess up, let's just take away 5 points. So we're gonna do a -5 on the bail. Because if you got 2 bails in your line, your run's pretty much no good. So I think taking away a -5 is actually getting off light. Do a 32 minus the bail, which would be like a 5 minus the bail. So that's gonna put his score at 27. So for my kind of scoring, which I guess everyone has their own opinions, I'd say Luan got a 27 and Micky Papa got a 37.5. Again, this is not like perfect scoring. This is not the way they score, but this is like a good idea of how to score it. Their lines were close. It is pretty close, but I don't know. In general, Micky Papa's line was better. That's not including the Kickback Smith, which they felt like they should have counted, but I highly doubt they did. So I feel like Micky Papa had a better line than Luan, for sure. And Luan kind of just stuck to like skating the hip, which is, come on, the smallest thing there. It's the safest thing to skate. He had one extra trick, but his tricks I feel like were generally easier than Micky Papa's. And he did switch frontside flip up the stairs, which was dope. But that switch frontside flip isn't anywhere near as cool as a nollie 180 nose grind, or technical as hard as a nollie 180 nose grind. Well, yeah, that's my official opinion on the scoring. I know it doesn't match up with theirs, but I feel it was rigged. Now let's get into that point. And I kind of trust my scoring because when I was watching it, my judging was pretty much within a point or two of what the judges were always scoring. So I was like, oh, that's good. My skills are pretty good, you know what I mean? I was kind of proud of it. But I felt like they did Micky Papa kind of wrong. I felt like his score should have been a little higher for his line. He didn't fall and he did really hard tricks. So I was a little shocked on Micky Papa's score. But I was also shocked in Luan's score. I was like, man, he fell. He was good in line, but he had a bail on it, and the switch front flip came out sketchy. So it wasn't going to be that great of a line. And there's no way it was going to be better than Micky Papa's. And then, so I was watching, I was like, okay, waiting for a score. And I'm like, man, they're taking a long time to announce Luan's score. And I was like, dude, they're going to screw him over. They're definitely going to screw over Micky Papa. I don't know who the judges are, but they should announce who the judges are and their scores after the X Games. Like, here's the judges, and here's what they scored. So they can be held accountable for it, because that's not right. I feel like some of the judges, they probably either knew that they wanted Luan to win because either Nike, like everyone's theory, like conspiracy, maybe Nike paid them off to like, hey, give our guys a little extra there, give them a better chance. Or maybe it was maybe it's the X Games. However, maybe they want higher ratings. So who would you choose? Either Luan, who's very popular, has like over 2 million followers on Instagram, or Micky Papa, he's well known, but he's not a well-established pro name. He only has 150,000 followers on Instagram versus Luan's 2 million. So I could see why they would want Luan to win. If he stayed in there, probably more people would watch the X Games. So yeah, so I felt like how long it took, I even timed it. I was like, that was very suspicious. So it took 2 minutes and 52 seconds, almost 3 minutes, to get Luan's score from the judges. And you can even see it when you're watching it. He's like, man, he's just there waiting, doing all this stuff. Like, everyone's just like, man, why is this taking forever? Well, I'm pretty sure they're all scheming like, oh, we need to give him an 86 and 80 this and that. You need to give him this so that the average would equal 1 point higher than Micky Papa. So when they finally give the score, all he did was get 1 point higher than Micky Papa. Like, they barely made him beat Micky Papa so that it wouldn't look so suspicious. Oh no, he barely won. They were very close. But yeah, I think they had enough time to figure out, hey, give him this and give him that, and his score won by 1 point. And then so yeah, I did some background. I wanted to go look at it because I was thinking, man, they gave us everyone else's scores really fast, so that was very suspicious. Micky Papa's line, the one before that, it took him 1 minute and 30 seconds, which was really long, but it still took a while. But it was only half the time it took to give us Luan's score. But prior to their scores, everyone else's score, it only took Deshaun Jordan's only took 32 seconds. Felipe's, it took 39 seconds. Vincent, that one dude, that guy's super good. It took him 30 seconds to give his score. Yeah, just out through all of them, the average was about 30 to 40 seconds to give us a score of their line. But Luan's, the one that mattered, it took 3 minutes. Tell me that's not suspicious. That took 10 times longer than the average to get a score. So they're definitely back there like, no, we want Luan to win. So make his score better. So yeah, no, that's why I think the judges should be held accountable in a way. Like at the end, they should be like, this. Here's the judges. Here's their scorecards. So everyone can be like, yeah, that guy screwed it over, or yeah, they worked together and they definitely screwed it over right here, because they definitely had to do a different scoring than the previous line. So if you can see that, hey, this person really messed up the scoring. But if you can't ever see who the judges are and what their scores are, they can do whatever they want. They can push anyone to win. So that's kind of messed up.
I don't know, guys, if I've ever seen a 76.66, 1 point better than Micky Papa and Luan Oliveira gets into the finals group. Wow. I was just about to say, I don't know if I've ever seen the judges take that long on a score, but 1 point better than Micky Papa, I think says it all.
But yeah, so that's my theory. I believe Micky Papa should have won. I believe the X Games and the judges there, they screwed him over. It could be either Nike buying them out, or it could be they just wanted higher ratings and more people to watch it, so they picked the more popular skater to win. But that's really messed up because Micky Papa's super good at skateboarding, and they legitimately screwed him over in my opinion. Alright, well, that's pretty much all I got, guys. But what do you guys think, man? Like, am I overthinking it? Do you agree with my judging? Do you really think Luan won, or do you think Micky Papa won? And do you think maybe Nike had something to do with it, or do you think it's just X Games? Maybe they were just wanted Luan to win, like just have better ratings. But let me know below, guys, if you agree or you disagreed and your opinions on it. If you haven't watched it, probably go watch it and you can see for yourself. But yeah, just leave comments below and I'll probably reply on them, or I'll make a second video responding to my ideas about it. But I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I've never done this before, but I do want, there's a lot of weird skate conspiracies out there that I would like to give my opinions on. So if you enjoyed this, let me know. Comment below. Let me know what you thought of the idea, and then maybe if you have an idea of something you thought that was kind of sketchy or a little Skatespiracy, I'll check it out. I'll look into it, and then I'll give you my opinion. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And remember, we do videos Tuesdays through Fridays. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe and share our videos. And hit that like button. Alright, guys, we'll see you throughout the week. I don't know what days is coming up, but we'll see you probably tomorrow. Laters.